Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jacqueline. Today's video is just going to be a quick video on Mental Health Awareness Month. May is the month for mental health awareness, and I just wanted to post a video. I had posted on people who have me on Facebook. They probably saw that I posted that I wanted to make a video basically speaking on like mental health. And as a person who has suffered from depression for the past couple of years, it's been pretty hard on me physically, mentally, emotionally, academically. It's just been all around a very hard time to get by. And there's things that we can't control. So when you get depression, it's like people start to judge you. People think that, you're trying to get attention, or I don't know what it is, but a lot of people don't believe that mental health illnesses exist. And I just wanted to speak and make you guys aware that they are real illnesses, that people get affected every day. People get depressed from different things. Some people have it harder. Some people may have something more difficult, more hardships that they go through that make their depression worse or subtle. Some people handle it better than others, but there's other people who don't handle it well. And especially during these times where people don't have free healthcare or don't have access to healthcare, it's so much harder to be able to seek help, especially if you're trying to do therapy, or even if you're trying to try out medication. It's going to be very, very hard. So with that being said, I just wanted to touch on the topic that depression is real, anxiety is real, bipolar disorders are real, all of that is real. And if you have a friend who suffers from depression or any of these illnesses, please reach out to them. You don't know the small gestures that make a big difference for them. There are days where, like, I wake up in the morning and there's just, I don't feel like doing anything. Like today, that's one of those days. I haven't been sleeping very well. That's also on my account. I haven't been sleeping very well. I recently started my trazodone. I don't think I have it here with me, but I started medication to help me sleep because last year when I was really struggling with school, like I failed 2 of my classes. I almost got kicked out of the nursing program, and I really needed something this year to help me out. So I ended up talking to my doctor and getting trazodone so that during the summer I could have my sleep schedule in order. Try to find new jobs because depression and other illnesses, mental illnesses, they affect the way that you work. There's gonna be days where some people, it affects them so much that they oversleep or they can't sleep, and it just affects their performance. Me, as an example, one of my long time jobs that I had was working at an insurance agency, and it little by little it was affecting my performance there. Before, I wouldn't make any mistakes, and I was making little mistakes. They weren't big, nothing like that would get me fired or anything, like, but it was something that, like, that people noticed and that I noticed, and it just was really overwhelming. So it does affect you in the long run and affects you in many aspects of your life, and it's hard. It is so hard. So it's very crucial that you seek help. If you have friends, if you have family support, if you have a support system, use them, because a lot of people aren't fortunate enough to have that support system, and a lot of people don't have anybody, and that's what leads to people going into dark thoughts and possibly suicidal. So we're just gonna go ahead and talk about like the medications that I'm on. I pointed out that I'm taking trazodone. It is an antidepressant, but it's also used for insomnia. And I'm also on escitalopram, which is an antidepressant. My doctor gave me the lowest dose possible, so I think it's like 10 milligrams. I don't want to be dependent on just that, so that's why I've been putting off starting my medication, because since I am taking the trazodone, that is helping me because it is an antidepressant. What else? I started to be a bit more active. I recently started a little challenge with my family here with my boyfriend, and we're basically doing a $50 buy-in challenge, and whoever loses the most body weight percentage at the end of the summer, then they're gonna get the money from everybody who's in it. But yeah, like medications are not the only way to do it. You could also, I was a very active person. That's the other reason why I started doing this, because I needed to do it for my health, for myself. I need to incorporate this as a lifestyle change, because before I used to be an active person. I used to go to the gym. You would find me going to the gym after school. I used to work full-time, go to school full-time, and still manage to go to the gym. And that part of my life has been impacted so much by my mental health that now it's just like I feel so overwhelmed, so stressed, anxiety, and all of that plays a role into whether you have the motivation to go and work out. So it's really hard, you guys. So like I was saying, it's really hard to just manage your healthy lifestyle, school, work. It's really hard, especially when you're in a program, a very rigorous program like I am in my nursing program. It's really tough, which is why a couple of the decisions that I have decided to make, especially for my last year in nursing school. Hopefully I pass all my classes. I'm still in the program. I'm just praying. And if everything goes well, if I'm still in the program and this is my last year, my plan is to basically just not work and focus in school. It's my last year. I'm taking that risk to not make any income. Probably gonna have to take out more student loans, more debt. Oh my God. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be worth it. Going back to the healthy lifestyle, it's really important that you try to get fresh air. You go for a walk, read a book. Walk and read a book. If you can't get audibles or whatever that is, and wear your headphones and read or listen to a book and go for walks. That's what I started doing with my boyfriend as well. We've been going to I live here in Chicago, and we've been going to Evanston to go for walks, and I'm slowly gonna build that up into being able to have my endurance to run again. It's just really important to be active. It's really hard to get back into that routine, into your normal routines, and it's gonna be hard. But as long as you have somebody by your side, my boyfriend helps me. He pushes me every single day to be a better version of myself, even throughout everything mentally that I'm going through. Before it was I would say it was much worse because I had a lot of things going on with my family. If you have a difficult family dynamic, that's a different story. Focus on yourself, because the one thing that I learned from my therapist back when I was going to therapy was that you can't please everybody. You cannot be the mediator in everybody else's problems. You need to fix yourself. You need to, be the best you can be in order to take care for others. Like, me, for example, if I had a family issue, I'm the mediator. I'm the person who's always trying to make everybody, understand each other, make everybody happy, make everybody talk with each other and have good communication. I had to step back from that role because my heart is big, but I had to I had to love myself more so that I can move forward and heal myself. And I'm getting emotional because it's hard. And I'm just so glad how far I've come. Give me one second. And if you don't have anybody, don't worry. Embrace yourself in God. If you have a God you believe in, embrace yourself in Him, and He will help you. Before this whole quarantine started, my plan was to go back to my faith. Ooh, give me one second, you guys. My plan was to go back to my faith and embrace myself in God. And I was going to start going to church. And, especially this summer, I wasn't going to do much. So I was going to go ahead and embrace God. And honestly, I can still do that. I can still do that from home. I can do small prayers. I'm in the search of a Bible, so I could start reading the Bible. There's so many different things that you can do. If you don't have that support system, reach out to somebody, a close friend, anybody, but talk to somebody. Don't let any emotions, don't let anything build up, because it's not good. It's not good for you. It's not good for up here, So, with that being said, always seek help. Therapy, a friend, make sure that your friend is also stable enough to be able to help you, because, two sinking ships aren't going to help each other. It's just not, it doesn't work like that. And it's important to just have faith, have hope, and just, this too shall pass, and just be able to take a breather. There's times where I just literally have to take deep breaths, because my anxiety goes off the walls at night. That's also why I also, I wanted the help for, sleeping. The trazodone has helped a lot. And I'm taking the lowest dose possible. I think it's 50 milligrams. I think one of the lowest doses that you can. I mean, you could still do it half. I mean, I don't know how good 25 is. I tried it one time. It didn't work. I actually had to take a pill and a half. So I had to take 75 milligrams one time, because the 50 was just not cutting it for that night. So, and that's one thing that if a certain medication, a certain dose isn't helping you, always reach out to your provider, and they'll help you make the right decisions for, the symptoms or anything that you have. One thing that I wanted to touch base on also was symptoms. So the way that I self-diagnosed myself was, again, my performance at work was being affected. Academically, I was just not concentrating. I would get easily distracted, and those distractions would just lead to anxiety, because I would sit there, I would try to study, and I couldn't. Nothing was sticking up here. Another thing was the sleeping habits that I had. It was just I would get insomnia for days. There was days where I would go I think it was spring 2019 during school. It was the worst. I had I think during exams I would get so much anxiety that my insomnia would not let me sleep. There would be nights where I only got 1 hour of sleep. There was a couple of times where I would not sleep for 2 days straight, and then my body would have to recover, and I would oversleep the next day, the next few days. It's so hard, you guys, but if you push through it, you are able to do it. You are able to take back control of your life, and I keep reiterating this, but please seek help. It's not okay to just let it go. Don't fall into that idea of others telling you that this is just a phase, because quite possibly it might not be. I had a couple people who were telling me, oh, like, you'll get over it. Oh, whatever. You're just being over dramatic. No. I want to say 3+ years, and I'm still going through it. And it gets harder before it gets better. So please, please get help. What else was I gonna try to touch base on? If you don't have any health insurance, talk to your provider, talk to your school. Especially if you're going to school, there's certain resources that they can guide you to. For example, my school, they had certain programs within the school, or like they are partnered with, and that basically you get charged what you can, as in there's a scale. So based on your income, there's going to be a bracket that you will fall onto, and based on that scale, then, let's say, for example, if you fall into, like, you're making less than $20,000 a year, your therapy sessions could be as low as $10 per session, $20 per session. I'm just using up numbers because that's like the example that the people that I was, that gave me the resources told me. And they provide that anywhere. Like where I was going to school and my community college, they told me the same thing. University, same thing. There's certain programs that use a scale to charge you for those services. And if the scale puts you really down there's even times where they don't even charge you. It's rare, but it could happen. So please seek the right resources. Ask. Don't wait. I honestly waited too long. I feel like I waited too long. Especially after community college, because after community college, I wasn't able to see my therapist, which I was seeing through, the school, so it was free. So it became much harder to have therapy. Therapy was helping me a lot. It was helping me a lot. And now that I don't have health insurance, it sucks, But, if you have the school's health insurance, they should be able to help you. Obviously, for me right now, during the summer, it's going to be too late. Like, I won't be able to hold a session because I'm not going to be covered for the summer. But I'm just using it as an example. But other than that, I am happy if you stayed and watched this video. If this really helped some of you, then let me know if you want to more in-depth videos about these kinds of topics. I don't mind doing them at all. I love being honest with you guys, and I love being honest with anybody, and I'm not doing this video for pity. I'm just trying to make people have awareness of these mental illnesses. And if you feel like you're going through something like this, then seek help. It's always better. And sorry for my ratchetness, but I just, like I said, I didn't feel like doing anything today. But I'm gonna suck it up, and I'm gonna try my hardest to just clean up around here, and then I might post a video up for tomorrow as well. So thank you guys so much for staying and watching my short video. I feel like I rambled and I was off in different, I feel like I was all over the place, but if you stayed and watched, thank you so much. Please share this video with anybody who you think might need it. And just always remember to, check up on your friends. It makes a big difference. Trust me. I have friends who still check up on me, and, that's helped me along the way. So see you guys in my next video.